Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go is the kicker, Michael Badgley. Monday Night Primetime is underway. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. They're led out by one of the game's most tenured veterans and most decorated quarterbacks of all time, Aaron Rodgers.
I think it's safe to say, Kate, Aaron Rodgers may be one of the most polarizing figures in the NFL, but there is nobody that will question his ability to spin a football different than everybody else. Just ask his receivers, tight ends, running backs, anybody that's ever played with him. He elevates their game, and he often elevates his own game to an MVP kind of level.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So after their first offensive snap, we'll have a break in the action. One of the linemen in need of some attention from the trainers.
Pick it up, you're embarrassing us.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Rodgers will look to throw. Into the hands of Pat Fryermuth. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Again, this is Gainwell. Hop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Brought in. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. Going for it with Warren. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a give inside to Gainwell. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
On these 1st and 10 calls, defenses are always keyed in that a run might be coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to give the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. the draw. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Third and long for him here. He's on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Warren running between the tackles. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down. It's still a very good game. They picked up 12, 3rd and short.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. When you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Now we give to Warren, coming right. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers finish up an excellent opening series. This coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And dodge the tackle. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. And they're brought up by the 6th overall pick in 2019. One of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career. That's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings. He's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. But he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience to build off of that confidence.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch, gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
defense no doubt jolted awake with that very first play, partner. Here's Second and long. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. From the gun, it's Leonard. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be fourth down coming up.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
They're going Taylor. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Well, I know everybody on that offensive side of the ball appreciates that kind of effort. Got by more than just a couple of inches. In fact, no need for a measurement on that as they move the chains.
Offense is set. First and 10. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame. They go again with Taylor. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Shotgun snap to Leonard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Got to get some protection up front here, Kate. He is already in the game because they knocked out the starter, and trust me, you don't want to get to the emergency quarterback.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They've gotten off to the exact start they wanted, Brock, and now an early chance to pull away and get some distance on their opponents. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Warren here from the gun. Space pass to 35. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Steelers first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down throw here by Rodgers. That's to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Firing quickly as Rodgers complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
7th play of the drive now as they need a yard here on 3rd down. Now run with Warren. And they're going to keep moving forward, brought down inside the opposing 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
There is not a route you throw as a quarterback where timing is more important than an outcut. If you are a millisecond late in this game, with the speed of these players, that ball is far and wide.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Remain cracked with the play defensively.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Colts in the nickel set on 3rd. Here's Rodgers. And he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Steelers take a 13-0 lead. Roman Wilson, the touchdown. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers double their lead to 14. Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. It's the Colts, about set to begin their drive. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target. And really, the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
2nd and 10 now, Jones. Throwing the out route complete. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Jones now on 3rd down. Going with the screen to Taylor. He's got the 1st and more past the 40. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down throw by Jones. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That's going to be caught by his back. Taylor. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
On 3rd and long, it's Jones. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Steelers calling their 1st time out as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Steelers and Jalen Warren headed back out there offensively. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Rodgers going to throw on 1st. Dumped off to his running back. And not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Austin's there to haul it in. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Tight end going in motion here. First down, here's Rodgers. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion.
Throw again, Rodgers. Steps up and he's running with it. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for us Steelers. First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here's Doolin. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the second half. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 7-3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Now a toss play, Taylor. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Taylor. A gain of 9 yards.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks. I'm looking for that to be called again.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Jones to throw. That one's complete right side. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt to pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, here's Jones. The throw right side finds Pittman. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession.
I think that's one of those cases, Kate, where this defense wished that ball was round. You know, it's not, and it bounces in funny ways, and unfortunately for the defense there, it bounces the wrong way right out of bounds.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's Taylor from the pistol. He's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. 1st and 10.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Taylor again. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Jones. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Colts 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Looking inside the red zone. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Daniel Jones with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Badgley with the extra point. And the Colts chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Colts 7.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Showing a little burst so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45. The Steelers' offense headed out. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Trying an inside give to Ward. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Extra man in the secondary for the Colts now, 3rd down. So middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock. You already got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And that will not be enough for a first down.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice gain.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Jones. That finds Pittman complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And a Colts first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
On first down, it's Jones to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Second down carry for Taylor. Shoves him off. And he's out of bounds with the first, but this celebration might be short-lived. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be second down and long following the holding flag. Jones now to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
5 DBs out there for the Steelers, third down. On the shotgun, it's Jones. Has it left side, Rob, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up fourth down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in out of bounds.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Rodgers. Cut out left. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. On the ground with Warren. He's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It's on the play. That's good for us Steelers. First down.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
From the gun, a give to Gainwell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. The Steelers set to punt it. Corliss Waitman will kick it away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Escapes the pocket. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He'll throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll go again with Warren. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Warren quick on the draw. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off Zaire Franklin. And the Colts have some new life in the 4th.
That's just a bad decision, Franklin. And really, as a quarterback in this moment of the game, you got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Colts down by 7. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. To throw, here's Jones. Has it in close. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. Gotta be smart. It's 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. It is Cup, left side. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 14-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here he is to throw. He'll try and run this. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win.
14.
They didn't come here today to play for no overtime, Brock. They didn't come here today to come away with a tie. They came here for the W, baby, and that two-point conversion has them now moments away from that.
So many factors go into a big decision like that, Kate. You got to separate the emotion of it. You got to look at where your team is, and ultimately, who do you trust the most? In these huge decisions, time and again, it's all about trust to me. And this staff, well, they put the trust in that offense to go deliver, and boy, did they ever.
And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pin. Fits it through the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. The Steelers calling their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Looking out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Throw is caught. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So a timeout's taken. Just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game.
2nd and 4 at the Colts 40-yard line.
An entire stadium of pressure now on Chris Boswell. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. His kick is drifting and it's no good. Just couldn't get it inside of that left upright. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
No matter how that kick was going to go, Kate, there was going to be elation on one side and absolute heartbreak on the other. And that's what makes for a memorable finish and one heck of a game we got to watch.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. The Colts in a victory formation as they kneel it down. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half.
bring them out, bring them out, bring them out, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth.
Come on.
Bring them out, bring them out.
Hey.